I absolutely failed my budget. I failed my budget. I don't know what I'm going to do now, but I failed my budget. I failed the budget that I put out for August of 2024. This is the money we have to work with. I also have some really super important news. And you know what? It is what it is. Life happens, things happen. I've had a lot of emergencies happen this month. In the last 30 days, I've had my car break down. I had a brake light out. I had to bring my husband's cat to the vet. He was sick with some urinary bladder stuff, and I just can tell you right now, the hits keep coming. My husband currently is still looking for a job. He has a few things that he can look into this next week. Other than that, it's just been kind of a waiting game. If you are also on the job hunt, then you know it's a very competitive market out there, right? I went on the interview. I still don't know if I have the job or not. It may be that I can get hours back at the print shop. I went in there today. I am working on a few projects for myself and the community. And honestly, I don't know. Things have been really, really slow. We have our budget by paycheck sheets here. We're going to try to cover the bare bones basics as best we can with my less than $1,000 here. Okay, so if you are struggling, you're searching for a job, and you are really, really trying hard to stay on a budget, this video is definitely going to be for you. I'm going to grab my Happy Planner punch, and we're going to punch these. Probably have to do it one at a time because I accidentally printed these on cardstock. I don't know how pollen ended up on this thing, but it did. It's been crazy the last couple of weeks. We've had some fires in our area, and fires mean no internet and lacking of phone service. So, and I've never honestly had phone service issues like this before, but I'm having them now. So I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I feel like I'm losing my freaking mind. So I've been working on some projects. My husband's like, girl, you just need to breathe. Let's work on the things we can work on. I did also want to update everybody, and I know some people are going to be like, get a job, quit sponging off the government. Well, in times like these, this is what this is here for. I am not going to be budgeting for certain expenses, one of which, as I move all this stuff, is going to be for groceries. So we are no longer going to be allocating this much money to groceries in the month because we did get EBT food stamps. We did not get a whole lot comparatively to cost of food and how many people I have to feed. It was $488, and now a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh, that's a lot of money. Okay, well, that was one decent trip to the grocery store. We do not need meat. We don't need anything for the freezer, but we still have to try to cover things like milk, cheese, butter, fruits and veggies. I have a specific diet. My husband has a specific diet due to health needs. He is gluten-free. I'm not gonna lie to you. His diet is expensive. It's very expensive, and we were eating a lot of chicken and rice, but honestly, you get sick of it after a while. And if you've eaten the same thing every single day for, you know, lunch and dinner, because your wife bulk cooked a bunch of rice and chicken, you kind of feel a little gaggy after a while, you know? If you don't have that problem, that's kudos to you. We have that problem. We like variety, I cannot eat the same thing day in and day out. I can't. I do try to limit my eating to my 3 square meals and 1 snack a day. And I eat kind of like a bird, you know. I don't eat a whole lot. So it is what it is. So I'm going to count the money. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 500 plus. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. So plus 180. And then we have the 10s here. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Wait a minute. I feel like this is wrong. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. By the way, 10s are my favorite. They're the prettiest bills other than the hundreds. So that was 200 plus 200. And then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Plus 95. And then 1, 2, and 3. Plus 3. So let's fix this. First we need to flip this baby around, and then we're gonna start fixing this. I am kind of in a little bit of a hurry because I'm trying to figure out if there is legitimate this concert that's going to be playing tonight, because that could mean some extra money in itself. Alright. I feel like that's still not right. Oh well. It's okay. We're going to do what we can with what we got, because it's all we got to work with. Alright, so these are our projected bills. It doesn't mean I'm not going to stuff anything for groceries, folks. Because I truly, like I said, I think I'm going to need stuff by the end of the month. Okay? I overestimated how much gluten-free stuff cost. But it was a lot, and I almost cried. I did get almond flour. I do still have rice flour. I also got some other gluten-free substitutes for him that are pre-made stuff, but not a lot, because it's really expensive to buy pre-made things. Another thing I did end up doing is I did end up cutting down some of the other stuff that we, like to eat, but are more snacky things. So no candies, no chips, no cookies, no cakes. Not that we buy a lot of this stuff anyway, but we didn't buy any sodas. So if you see me drinking a Coca-Cola, it's because it's from the previous month and I'm trying to stretch that baby out. I did go on the interview today. I won't know anything possibly until Monday, so that's irritating. Okay? But we have our... Why did I put this back in here? We need this out. So I'm going to leave this over here because I need to be able to see it. You guys have already seen it for the month. You know. And if you think I'm lying about my bills, you crazy pants. Alright, so let's get our bills binder out. It did finally end up paying my space rent. It's not late. It's actually due by the 10th. And when I budget for space rent, it's usually for the following month. So this month's, for August, space rent has already been paid. If you don't know what space rent is, I own my mobile home, but I don't own the land that it sits on. However, this covers water, sewage, garbage, and maintenance for the park. So I feel like that's not bad for the $550. If I had to pay other utilities, especially water, and knowing that I have a little garden going on, which by the way, my tomatoes are starting to pop, I probably would have to pay a high water bill. My car payment is over the amount of my car payment, so I continuously always pay extra on it. We do also have some change that I have sitting here. This change will go towards our coin jars. I have one for pennies and one for silvers and dollars. So right now, because we just paid the space rent, I can kind of hold off on that for a little bit, I think. Let's make sure that we get our insurance paid. This is for my renewal. My renewal is higher than it's ever been, and it sucks. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's my least favorite time of the year to renew insurance. I am thinking about possibly seeing if I can pay my insurance yearly. The company I was working with before was not going to allow that. Oh no, I cleared it out. Oh well, that's okay. I can put it on there. I can rewatch, and then I can put whatever. So this is for August. And today is the 8th. So the income was for all of us. So I'm just going to write all. And then we're going to go into our categories. So our insurance is $284, and that's for insurance. And I'm gonna go ahead and stuff that now. So that's 100, 200, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, and I'm actually gonna do a 5. So we're gonna actually switch this to a 5. Okay, so we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 5. And I will say, if there's any money left in my account at the end of the month, and I've already paid all my bills, and we've already done all of our sinking funds and savings challenges, whatever is left, I roll that into a savings account. So I do have a little bit of a buffer there, but not a lot. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do our Roth. Oop, I can't even write. Roth, Amanda. THIRA, and that is gonna get $5. So I'm gonna take the 5 and I'm gonna put into retirement. Why? Because I don't have any other true retirement stuff going on right now because I'm self-employed. So we have this $12 from last month, and then we also have a 5. Every time I delegate money into this, at the end of the month, I will take the money out, and I will only account for what I've put in, not including interest. I have received interest on this, which is super amazing. So we already have $30 in the IRA, and then we'll have $5, $10, $15, $16, $17 going in. My goal is to try to put $5 into this a week. I know that's not a lot, but I'm only 35 and I cannot retire until I'm a minimum of 67. But they're suggesting 70. Okay. Let's go on to other things. So I'm going to highlight with the green which ones have been paid. So car insurance renewal, this is due on the 11th, so that will give me some more time. I'm going to pay the renewal, and then I'm going to go on and play with my insurance coverage to see if I can kind of lower my bill a little bit. I am going to also be taking off my roadside assistance, because I found out that my roadside assistance doesn't always work for my area in which I drive in, which is a city nearest me, and I'm not going to pay that because I'm already trying to get onto AAA. So we're going to have to save for some AAA money. It's not going to be today. Next is going to be phones, because I do have to keep my phone on. My husband, myself, and my dad, we all share a plan. I pay for my dad's phone because he does DoorDash, and he's in a circumstance in which he is unable to pay for his phone. So we are doing what we can with that. Sometimes he does give me money if he has it, and that's okay. And if he doesn't, he's still a part of the plan. So we're gonna color in half of that. Okay. Utilities, I'm gonna skip for now. I am going to go over to debt, because I have to pay my minimum credit card payments, and we are going to put in 100 for that. Now I am down to only a few credit cards now that we've paid off some debts, and we're working on more. However, I'm going to reiterate this. Debt payments are not going to be number one right now, because number one, we don't have stability in jobs right now other than our DoorDash, Uber, Lyft. And right now, we're kind of in limbo with certain things. This does not want to stay in here, but that's okay. I can redo it, I guess. Groceries, we are going to be changing this. And I'm not going to fix it on here. I'm going to fix it. So credit cards. Got 100. All right. Now we're going to go on to the other bills here. I am going to try my best to stuff something into each and every one of these bigger categories, unless I just want to get all the little ones out of the way. You know what? I think I'm going to do that, because then I know what I'm focusing on. My husband does have one little check left that is coming, and it's going to be on the 20th. So we still have that. Also, there are 4 concerts coming up within the next 2 weeks. One of which is a huge concert. Huge. Absolutely massive. And it's sold out. So, and they are a really, really big band. Like super big. Most everyone knows them. So we're going to go ahead and put 130 into utilities. Okay. So utilities, it's getting 130. And then we are going to also pay the personal bill, which, oh, I left out internet on here. That's what's wrong. Internet got left out. Let's give internet at 65. 20, 40, 60, and 5. That's why it was so different looking than the others. So internet got 65. Internet. Okay. And then what did I say I was going to do? So let's go ahead and cross this off. This is now paid. And I'm going to actually put insurance on here, or internet, which is 65. And that is now fully paid. I don't know how I skipped that. Need the internet to find jobs these days. Okay. Personal bills are gonna get 124. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then 20, and I'm going to put in a 5. And this is just for bills that we don't want to discuss on social media. So $125 in personal bills. Personal. $125. So now we can cross this off the list. All right. Next, I'm going to give myself $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80 for gas, which I'm going to put in my wallet off camera. So 10, 20, 30, 40, so how many? 1, 4, we'll do 4. So 40, I'm putting back in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I know this is confusing. We'll recount this to make sure, because I'm going to do $15 a day for the next 8 days. 10, 20, or for the next 4 days. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Okay, so this is going to go to gas because I don't have my wallet right this moment. So we're going to write fuel. Got 80. And then what do I have left? I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. So I have $88. What can I do with $88? I think we're just going to call it good. We probably won't be able to pay a lot of extra on the credit cards, but it should be enough because about $170 is what I actually need to pay my credit cards. Oh no! I just did that wrong. Okay, I can write it right here. Need $100. So I need that. And we can cross this out. I thought I had a red pen. Do I not have a red pen? I do have a red pen. Here we go. So it still needs this. Okay, that pen's not gonna work. Ah! Emergency! So this still needs $100. Okay, I'll remember that now that it's got that on there. We'll do credit cards. That's what we're gonna do. So we still have. So we still have 100 here. So what do we need to make in the next few weeks? So in the next 3 weeks, we need 550 plus 700 plus 100. We need 1350 just to survive. Okay. So need 1350 by the 30th of August. And this is as of 8 of 8. Okay. That way I know. I wrote myself a note and I know. So this is actually going to go into my credit cards. This will pay the minimum credit cards plus some, which I don't have that many credit cards really, and they're not that high, thankfully. I, started, getting a little bit with it, in my years of paying off debt, especially after being homeless and having to pay off 10 grand in debt to get back inside. You realize that you really don't need big credit cards and, bills go into collections and all the things. So that's what we did with that money. We have nothing left We do have plenty of groceries. Like I said, we have gas money. Even if this gas money doesn't last me all week, before I started allocating money to gas on camera, because I do gig working, what I was doing is what most other gig workers that I know do. They were taking their daily income. So let's say you made $120 a day. They would take the $10 or $15 a day to put back into the whole, gas situation, so that way there was always gas money by the end of every single day. It's just the smartest way to do it. So this should be the next 4 days of gas. Actually, more than that. 5 days of gas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus an extra 5. So, we'll just say, if I can stretch it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of gas, I think that we can deal with that. It is what it is, you guys. You can only do what you can with what you got, because it's all you have to work with. Everything has been allocated for. I am going to put this change back into my pouch. I also have some recycling money, so we can play some savings challenge games. But honestly, my bills come first. If your bills are not paid and you are working on your sinking fund, savings challenges, emergency fund, you're trying to pay off your debt and you aren't able to pay your basic bills, boo-boo, you are in trouble. So make sure your 4 walls, your 3 hots, your cot, your internet, your phone, and your transportation is taken care of, and bye.